Hello again, y'all. It's me, Charlene. My hair's back, my hands are washed. Let's get to cooking. Today we're gonna make, I don't even know what to call it, a fruit salad, I guess. I've got an orange that I zested yesterday to use when making orange chicken. Oh, that turned out so good. I should have recorded that one, but I didn't. I promise I will next time. But anyways, I need to use up the orange. So I'm gonna cut the orange into bite-sized pieces. About like that. Put it in a bowl. Let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just cutting them like in thirds. Okay, there's the orange. Now I've got a couple of pretty small bananas. I know I should have opened it from the other end. Okay. And this, I think I'm just gonna cut in circles. About 1/4 inch, like that. Okay, let me grab a spoon. Okay. That looks pretty equal to me. Does it look pretty equal to you? Okay, let's add some grapes to this. Okay, I gotta tell you a little story. I know I'm bright and shiny today, but the reason is this morning when I got up, I don't know, I kind of had my mom on my mind. And she used to tell me when she was in assisted living that it just made her day when I showed up wearing something bright, because it lifted her mood. So, since I was thinking about her today, I decided I would wear something bright. So here it is. Oop, 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 oop. Okay. I need to rinse these off real quick. Okay, now to go with this fruit salad, I'm going to make lasagna for supper. I love lasagna. I'm going to make homemade pasta sauce to go with it, to go in it. I guess I should be doing that right now instead of cutting up all these grapes. But anyway, and this time, instead of using ground beef, I'm going to use ground turkey. And the biggest reason for that is because ground turkey is way, 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 way cheaper than ground beef. Because when I got to my grocery store this week, my intention was to buy one of those big tubes of ground beef. But the tag on the cooler said $34.48 or something like that. I know it was over $34 for 10 pounds. And that's over $3.40 a pound. I just couldn't do it. Because when I looked straight across the aisle to the ground turkey, it was only $1.98 for a pound. So for the same amount of pounds, I saved almost $15. And that just seemed like a good deal to me. Okay, I don't really have anything else to go in here. I don't think I have any pineapple. Let me go check the pantry. Oh, chocolate milk, homemade chocolate sauce. Oh, that's so good. Well, what do you know? I think I might put half of this can in that mixture and save the other half for my husband to eat with some cottage cheese. Okay, so I'm going to open this can and I'll be back. Okay, so I scooped half of this can into my bowl. I'm going to put the other half in this container and stick it in the fridge. Okay, I don't need that yet. My little guard dog. She's a tiny little chihuahua, but she thinks she's a big old Rottweiler. Okay, now I'm putting some whipped topping all over my counter. Kind of fold that in. Some cherries would look pretty in this, but I don't have any cherries. Okay, I think that's plenty. Yep, that's good. rest of my whipped topping back in the refrigerator. Okay, put a lid on this and stick it in the refrigerator until dessert time. Maybe. Okay, that fit. Let's see. Get rid of this. And I have just cleaned my countertop, so I get to eat the whipped cream off of it. Good stuff. Okay, let me wipe that off again. Okay. I think I'm done with that. Another drink of my chocolate milk. Good stuff here. I'm dribbling. Okay. Now, let me bring y'all over here. Oi. There, that should be better. No, it's not. Let's try moving it to a different angle. Okay, we'll go to the other side then. There, that's better. Okay. In this pot of water, well, in this pot, I have boiling water. I'm going to add my lasagna noodles. Now, you can use the oven-ready lasagna noodles. I don't know. Last time I used them, I didn't care for them. They were just like, I don't know, too thin or something. I think lasagna noodles should be nice and thick. Okay, let these soften up a little bit so I can push them down. Okay. Okay. I'm going to boil the entire box because even if I don't use them all in the pan of lasagna, I will do something else with them. Maybe, I don't know, put some cream of chicken soup on them and roll them up. Sprinkle some cheese on it. I think that would be good. It's nice and warm today. It's got my allergies going. Okay, that's all of them. Let's see. To 12 minutes. Okay, so we'll go on the low end of that because I don't want them super well done, you know. I forgot to put salt in my water. Okay. Set my timer for 10 minutes. And I'm going to go with 2 pounds of turkey. And I'm feeling a little lazy today, so I'm going to wait until those noodles are done. And while they're draining, I'm going to make my sauce. Give me this knife over here. Turn the fire on. And just so y'all know, I have not cooked with turkey much at all. I make a turkey at Thanksgiving, but I don't usually cook with ground turkey. So this is going to be a learning experience for me. Looks pretty good. No matter what kind of noodles you're using, anytime you use any kind of pasta, you always want to keep it moving. You know, stir it every now and then because it'll stick if you don't. Unless, of course, well, I don't know. I don't put oil or anything in mine. I just put salt. Well, where is... Oh, there it is, right in front of my eyes. My chopper, my meat chopper. Yeah, I don't usually start off with my meat chopper right away. I usually use a spoon or something and get it browning on the sides first and then start chopping it up, but I didn't do that. If you let it brown some first, you won't get this crud on here. And it'll come off as I'm cooking this anyway, so not a big deal. And that's what it looks like. Okay. And this is my homemade spaghetti sauce seasoning. I don't know if that's going to be enough for this or not. We shall see. I may have to make some more real quick. Okay, I'm not going to make you sit through this. It's got another 6 minutes on the noodles. I'll be back. Okay, my noodles are draining in the sink. I washed my hands. Got water on my arms. So now I'm going to open up some tomato sauce. I don't know why I started with the small cans. We'll see if that will make enough. Probably not. But anyway, I started with 4 small cans of tomato sauce. I'm going to add about 3/4 of a can of each so I can get all the sauce out of the cans. And I'm going to make that a little bit thinner. Because that's really quite thick. And it's going to thicken up even more because we're going to cook it down a little bit. Okay. There's our extra water. That's these. Wow, I made a mess. Go. And a spoon. This one will do. Okay, now the water and tomato sauce is mixed. Turn my fire on. And I'm going to add my spaghetti sauce seasonings. Ooh, that smells good. Now I need to refill that. Oh, allergies. let that heat a little bit. Then I'll taste it because I'm thinking I might need to add a little more tomato sauce to that. In the meantime, chop up my turkey. See, it looks just like hamburger. And see, no crud. Just little crumbles, but no chunks in there. All right, let that cook a few more minutes. Cook some of that liquid out of it. Well, my goodness. It's a good thing I just cleaned my stove. Okay. Well, that's getting a little drier. There we go. A few more minutes and we'll be good. Give this another stir. Clean spoon. Wow, that seasoning is so good. But at the moment it's very strong. So now I'm going to add a big can of tomato sauce. Swish it around real good. Get all the sauce off the sides. Well, that was weird. Okay, and pour that in. Now, usually, I use 2 of those big cans of pasta sauce. I'm not sure how big they are. I want to say 32 ounces. I don't know if they still are, but I know they used to be. I kind of think they might have shrunk to 28 ounces by now. Oh, that just really looks good. Okay, smells good too. See how pretty that is? My. Okay, sounds like my meat's done. No. I'm going to give it about 3 minutes. And I'll be back. Alrighty. Yep, it's done. Turn that off. I'm going to add this to my sauce because I like meat in my sauce. Okay, I washed my spoon because believe me, I wouldn't want to eat something that somebody else had double dipped in, so I am not going to double dip for anybody. Okay. That is really good. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn this down. And I'm going to let it simmer for about 10 minutes or so. And while that's simmering, let's make our cheese sauce. Get rid of my trash. I just refilled my candy dish. I know, I'm terrible. I'm diabetic and I shouldn't be eating that kind of stuff. But I have found that if I have it available, I won't eat it as much as if I don't have it. It'll drive me crazy until I run to the store and get something sweet. But if I have like these fruit slices or the individual Rolos or Hershey's Kisses or anything like that, Smarties, if I have anything like that, I can eat one and I'm good. For hours and hours, I'm good. And something that small doesn't spike my blood sugar that much. So, that's what I did. I refilled my candy dish, but I am not the only one eating it. Okay. Let's make some cheese for the cheese layer. I have my cottage cheese. I'm not putting fruit slices in it. I know that wasn't funny. Okay, I need a decent sized bowl. Okay, now that is a warning from my 16 ounces of cheese. Okay, still there? Okay, good. Okay, so I'm going to put This is 16 ounces. I'm going to put most of this. I'm going to leave a little bit for my husband to eat the rest of that fruit mix with later on. Okay. To that cottage cheese, I'm going to add a couple of good handfuls of pizza blend cheese. Actually, it doesn't matter what kind of cheese you put in there. Just use what you like or what you have. Get up there. Okay, to that, I'm going to add a good amount of Parmesan cheese. I'm also going to add one well-beaten egg. Be some good stuff here. Okay, now let's mix that in real good. Okay. I need to get my baking dish. Uh-oh. Oh, good grief. What an idiot. My baking dish that I was going to use is right here with a cake in it. So, let's see. No. Okay. This is way bigger than I was going to use, but it'll do. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but my husband bought me this huge toolbox to use as an island. I love it because I can move it around and I got lots of storage in it. The island I did have was pretty small. It was about half as wide as this. But yeah, I love this thing. Okay. I think we're good to go. I gotta plug my phone in. Okay. Let me get all my supplies here. There's my noodles. And here's my sauce. Okay, so this won't be as thick as the one I was planning to make, but it'll be at least one layer of each thing. Come on. Let's get a bigger scoop. There we go. That's better. I like to start with sauce on the bottom so that my noodles will have something to soak in. Okay. I'm preheating my oven to 375. And I'm going to layer my noodles in. That one broke. I'll save it for a snack for later. It's a short one. It can go right here. I need one more short one. And I'll tear that one right there. Okay. Well, you can't see what I'm doing, can you? Let's move you over here then. Okay, there, see, I've got my noodles layered. sauce on the bottom. I just rubbed noodle goo on my pants. Let's put some dollops of cheese. Now, I know this looks awful thick, but just remember, in the oven, it's going to thin out and it will spread. So you don't have to get every little teeny tiny spot. Just try to get it pretty close. And I'm putting it thin. Pretty thin. Fairly thin. I'm going to try to only use half of this so I can make 2 layers of the cheese. That may not work. No, that may not work. It looks like I'm going to end up having to do 1 layer of just shredded cheese. But that's fine. It works. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and put the rest of this on here because there's not much. My brother had a doctor's appointment today and he's itching to come and tell me what the doctor said. Well, it wasn't actually a doctor's appointment, it was a MRI. He gets those once a year to keep track of some of the tumors he's got going on. Don't worry, he's fine. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with him. I just think it's kind of funny because he told me once that when he was 18 years old, he went in for a physical. I think he was wanting to go into the military or something. And the doctor told him, "Oh, you're in great shape for a 40-year-old man." And like I said, he was only 18 at the time. So that's when he got into bodybuilding and yeah, and eating healthy and yep. And he's made it almost to 70. And he has, he's not showing any signs of slowing down. Okay. Now, I think I made too much sauce, but that's okay. We can have spaghetti and meatballs tomorrow, or in a few days. A good thick layer of sauce. Smells so good. Bad thing is, I can't remember where that recipe came from for the for the sauce mix. I don't know if I wrote it down or not. I hope I did. I have a bad habit of finding a good recipe for various things and then forgetting where I found it at, or not writing it down, or not printing it out. And so I can't remember exactly how the recipe goes, and it never turns out the same again. Never turns out as good again. But this one, lasagna is always good. Unless you just really come across some sauce that's not good. Okay. I'm going to put some more noodles on here. And I don't really have enough to cover the whole thing. Eek. How did that happen? Oh, because I usually use a smaller pan. That's how that happened. Okay. Well, there's just a tiny sliver of a noodle left, so I'm going to dip it in this sauce. Yep. That's good stuff. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I'm going to spread these noodles out a little bit. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of sauce on top of this. Don't have to be much because I put a good thick layer of sauce under it. Okay. Now, use whatever kind of cheese you have or you like. I just happen to have triple cheddar. I had sauce all over my face, sorry. Anyway, I'm going to take lots of this triple cheddar because we like lots of cheese. I may even use the whole bag. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm running short. Let me see if I got a partial bag of something in here. Oh, look at there. I have pizza blend and taco blend. Okay. Alrighty tighty. There we go. My oven is preheated. So, excuse me. So I'm going to stick this in there. I'll take a look at it at 30 minutes. But it's probably going to take more like 45. So there's that. Timer. 10, 20, 30. Start. Okay. Put that in a little container. Let's see, tomorrow is Tuesday, and I like to do something along the lines of Taco Tuesday. I don't always want tacos. I know, I can't believe I said that. But some sort of Mexican food or Hispanic food, whatever you want to call it. I call it Mexican food. So, let that cool off before I stick it in the refrigerator. And I will mark it with the date so I'll know when it has to be used up by. Okay, I think that's everything until the lasagna gets done, and then I'll bring you back for a taste test on that. So after it cooks and it's done to my liking, I'm going to let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes so it can absorb all the juice that's in there, because you know how noodles and meat is. It'll end up all juicy and soupy. But let it sit for about 15 minutes before you cut into it, and it settles. Okay, I'll be back probably in about an hour. See you then. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. Let's bring it out here and see what it looks like. Well, looks pretty done to me. But I'm not going to put it on here without something underneath it. Keep it from messing up my work table. There we go. Now we'll let it sit for about 15 minutes and we'll come back and cut it. Okay, this has been sitting here for a while. Let's cut into it and see what we've got. Ooh, cheese. Okay. Ooh. Oh my, oh my. I know how the men in my family are. If I don't cut this up, they will come in here and just hack it all to pieces. It'll look so ugly. Even uglier than it does anyway. Just kidding. Okay, let me grab my plate. Okay. All right. I want this one. Oh, yes. See, when you let it sit a little bit, see how good it holds together? Okay. Well, now I need to get a fork. I am out of my handy dandy plastic forks. Still have a few plates left, but I'm out of my forks. My cheese don't want to cut. Okay. That is so good, y'all. So good. You should make some of this. It's really good. Okay. Now, I'm taking this out for them because, as you know, I don't like fruit. So I will just leave that there for them. I need a spoon. Okay, and there we go. Oh yeah, that's all nicely mixed up. If it wasn't for fruit, I would eat some. Okay, y'all make some of this. Enjoy. See you next time. Bye.